Imagine this. The soft hum of morning fills your home as you shuffle to the sink, soap in hand, ready to start the day. But what if that simple act, or the lack of it, held the secret to how many mornings you'll have left? It's a question that rarely crosses our minds. Could the way we care for our bodies, down to the tiniest overlooked corners, determine how long we thrive? Doctors are pulling back the curtain on a truth most of us miss. Hidden in the creases of our skin and the tips of our fingers are risks that grow more dangerous with age. As our immune systems weaken, neglecting certain spots can invite infections, spark inflammation, or even pave the way for life-altering illnesses. For seniors, the stakes are higher, but the solution is stunningly simple. Wash these 4 body parts more often, and you could unlock a healthier, longer life. Today, we're diving into a journey of discovery, 4 areas of your body that demand attention, places you might not think twice about, but could be silently shaping your well-being. From the gritty underside of your nails to the forgotten folds behind your ears, these spots harbor secrets that could change how you feel in your golden years. Stay with me until the end, because the final one is a game changer, something nearly everyone overlooks, yet it might just be the key to staying vibrant and strong. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment, arming you with knowledge to make every day richer and every year fuller. Let's step into this together and uncover how a few extra moments of care can rewrite your future. Number 1, under the fingernails. The sun dips low over Margaret's garden, casting golden rays across rows of vibrant marigolds and tender tomato plants. At 78, she's a woman of quiet joys. Her hands, weathered but steady, have tended this patch of earth for decades. Each evening, she scrubs them clean under the kitchen faucet, water swirling with the day's soil. But one spot escapes her notice, the shadowed crescents beneath her fingernails. It's a small oversight, barely a thought, until a faint itch at her fingertips turns into a stubborn redness that creeps up her hand. A doctor's visit reveals the truth. Bacteria trapped under those nails had sparked an infection she never saw coming. Under the fingernails might seem trivial, a mere footnote in the story of hygiene. Yet, this tiny space is a bustling metropolis for dirt, bacteria, and pathogens. Unseen stowaways from doorknobs, grocery bags, and the soft skin of your own cheek. For seniors like Margaret, whose immune systems no longer wield the vigor of youth, these invaders pose a real threat. A quick bite of food with unwashed hands, a scratch near the mouth, or a nick on the skin. Suddenly, germs leap from their hiding place, igniting infections, stomach troubles, or worse. Fungal growth lurks here too, thriving in the warm, damp underside of nails left unchecked. Yellowing, thickening, crumbling into a nagging problem that demands a doctor's care. Margaret's love for gardening had always been her sanctuary, a tether to the earth and her past. But that infection stole her peace for weeks, painful, persistent, and wholly preventable. Now she keeps a soft nail brush by the sink, its bristles worn from daily use. With warm, soapy water, she scrubs gently beneath each nail, a ritual as soothing as it is protective. For those with arthritis or shaky hands, an old toothbrush or an electric nail brush becomes a lifeline. Simple tools for a task that's anything but small. It's not just about clean hands. It's about shielding a body that's earned its rest, ensuring every touch of soil of loved ones brings joy, not risk. Number 2, feet. Henry's boots sit by the door, scuffed and unsturdy, a testament to a life spent moving, through factory floors in his youth, across parks with his grandkids, and now along the quiet streets of his retirement. At 78, he's a man of resilience, his laughter as steady as his stride. But his feet, those faithful companions, rarely get a second glance. One humid afternoon, a tiny sore on his toe catches his eye, nothing much, he thinks, until days later it festers, swollen and hot. His doctor's words hit hard. An infection, born from neglect, had taken root, and weeks of treatment loomed ahead, all because he hadn't washed his feet with care. Feet are the unsung heroes of our bodies, carrying us through decades of triumphs and trials. Yet they're too often forgotten, tucked into socks and shoes where moisture and warmth conspire. For seniors, this neglect grows costly. Circulation slows, skin thins, and the body's defenses wane. Unwashed feet become a playground for fungi and bacteria, especially between the toes where sweat lingers. Toenails, if not trimmed and cleaned, thicken into brittle shields, inviting painful ingrown nails or infections that heal slowly. For Henry, with his mild diabetes, that oversight turned a minor cut into a major ordeal. A stark reminder that foot hygiene isn't optional, it's essential. Now, Henry sits each evening with a basin of warm water, soap suds bubbling as he scrubs between his toes with a long-handled sponge, a small act of gratitude for the miles they have walked. Drying them thoroughly, he runs a towel over every crevice, banishing dampness that fungi crave. For those less nimble, a helping hand or a sturdy foot brush keeps the routine alive. It's more than cleanliness. It's a pledge to stay mobile, to chase grandkids, or stroll through autumn leaves. Henry's feet, once taken for granted, are now his foundation, cared for with the reverence they deserve. Number 3, behind the ears. Roger adjusts his glasses, the wire frames resting comfortably against the sides of his head as he settles into his favorite armchair. At 74, he's a man of routine. Crosswords in the morning, a walk by the river, and evenings with a good book. His face, lined with years of smiles, gets a daily wash, a quick splash of water to greet the day. But behind his ears, where the skin folds softly and sweat gathers, he rarely ventures. One morning, a persistent itch interrupts his puzzle, a burning tingle that won't relent. Peering into the mirror, he finds red, inflamed skin staring back, a quiet rebellion sparked by trapped bacteria he'd never considered. Behind the ears is a forgotten nook, a subtle curve most dismiss as they soap their cheeks or neck. Yet, this small space is a haven for trouble. Sweat, oil, and dead skin cells mingle with dirt, especially for seniors like Roger who wear glasses or hearing aids that press moisture into the creases. As skin thins with age, it grows fragile, prone to irritation or worse. Seborrheic dermatitis, with its flaky redness, often takes root here, mistaken for dryness until it festers into discomfort. Left unchecked, that buildup can breed infections, silent saboteurs that steal peace from a body already navigating the wear of time. Roger's glasses, a lifeline to the world he loves, had unwittingly worsened the problem, their weight, sealing, and dampness day after day. A doctor's gentle scolding set him straight. A washcloth, warm water, and a dab of mild soap could have spared him the trouble. Now each shower includes a tender sweep behind his ears, the cloth gliding over skin he once ignored, followed by a pat dry to banish lingering wet. It's a small shift, but it's restored his mornings. No more itching, just the quiet joy of his crossword and coffee. For seniors, this overlooked spot isn't just about hygiene, it's about dignity, keeping irritation at bay so every day feels a little lighter. Number 4, hands. Robert's hands tell a story of decades wielding tools as a carpenter, of lifting his daughters into the air, of now tending a modest vegetable patch in his backyard. At 72, he's proud of their strength, even as arthritis curls their edges. He's diligent, eats his greens, walks his trio, rests well, but colds keep finding him, a nagging cough or sniffle that saps his energy. He'd rinse his hands after the garden or market, a quick splash under the tap, thinking it enough. Then his doctor asked, "How long do you wash?" The answer, 20 seconds of scrubbing, changed everything, revealing how germs on his hands had been his unseen foe. Hands are our bridge to the world, touching doorknobs slick with use, coins heavy with history, railings worn by countless palms. Each contact leaves a trace. Bacteria, viruses, a microscopic army waiting to strike. For seniors whose immune systems soften with age, this daily dance with germs grows riskier. A fleeting rinse misses the mark. It takes soap and a full 20 seconds to scour the backs, between fingers, under nails, places where pathogens cling. Robert hadn't realized how often he brushed his lips or rubbed his eyes, each touch a doorway for illness. Colds, flu, even respiratory threats that hit harder now than they once did. The wake-up call came after a winter of too many sick days, his garden neglected as he huddled indoors. Now he stands at the sink, hands lathered with soap, counting the seconds as foam weaves through every crease. It's a ritual of care, a shield against the invisible. The result? Fewer colds, more days with his tomatoes and his terrier, a vitality he thought he had lost. For seniors, hand washing isn't just habit, it's armor, a simple act that guards health and preserves the small joys of life. Robert's hands, once unwitting carriers, are now his first line of defense. Final thoughts. Your body is a map of your life. Every line, every fold, a testament to where you've been. But as the years stack up, it asks for more. A little extra care, a little more attention to the corners we've long ignored. Under your nails, across your feet, behind your ears, over your hands. These aren't just body parts. They're gateways to well-being, fragile as we age, yet fierce when tended. Neglect them, and infections creep in, inflammation flares, vitality slips away. Wash them, and you build a fortress. Small habits that hold back illness and lift you toward a longer, richer life. Margaret found peace in her garden again, her nails clean and her hands steady. Henry walks with purpose, his feet strong beneath him. Roger savors his mornings, free of irritation, and Robert tends his patch with renewed vigor. Colds, a fading memory. These aren't grand gestures. They're quiet promises to a body that's carried you this far. What struck you deepest? Was it Margaret's soil-stained lesson, Henry's toe-turned warning, Roger's itchy wake-up, or Robert's germ-chasing triumph? Share one thing you'll carry forward. Your voice fuels this journey. It's never too late to start, to turn a simple scrub into a lifeline. Here's to thriving one wash at a time.